Sarlacc Digest, the long-running live stream podcast digesting Star Wars topics for over 1,000 years. Join them for all the latest news, rumors, and theory crafting with none of the drama or the bull. Live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific Time on YouTube. And don't forget the Sarlacc Toy Chest, covering all the newest Star Wars toy releases and news from Hasbro, Hot Toys, Jakks Pacific, and more. Live every other Monday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Be there and keep it nerdy.
You must choose. Choose wisely.
Holy Grail Toys is the ultimate destination for rare action figures, exclusive merch, and collector-grade drops. And now, taking pre-orders for the Bandito 112 scale action vehicle from Odd Frog Entertainment, releasing in 2026.
You have chosen wisely.
HolyGrailToys.com. PlasticNews.com. All the latest from Hollywood, toys, gaming, comics, and anything pop culture. PlasticNews.com. Don't forget the IQ. PlasticNews.com.
What's up, everyone? It is Wednesday. That means it's Christmas Eve, December 24th. You have watched the rest. You are watching the best. I am your lovely, gorgeous, sexy host, Chet Maddox, along with Alexander Thunderous Storm and the fabulous Fig Fury. Guys, it is Christmas Eve, and here we are, busting out some live streams to go over toys because things are important.
Oh,
how are you doing, Mr. Alexander Storm?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Look, one member of the crew's not here because, like Scully's braving the Christmas Eve stuff that everybody else does. So, hope he's safe out there and everything. But he may pop into the chat later on to do something.
More power to him, man. I got fingers crossed for Scully.
But
right now.
Looking forward to it, man, because we don't miss days and everything else like that. We're here. Like I said, if we weren't here, it'd be a recorded episode, but guaranteed you're getting your Wednesday night fix. I can guarantee it.
Yes, sir. And Mr. Fabulous Fig Fury, welcome in, sir, on this Christmas Eve. How are you doing? Good to see your face.
Thank you. I'm doing way better than I was a week ago. So up on the upside of that crap I had, and glad to be here on Christmas Eve with the guys and all you people in chat for some fig talk. I mean, that's what it's about, right, fellas?
Absolutely.
That is what it's always about. We have a jam-packed show, a lot of announcements coming up, but more importantly, some massive figure talk. So hang out, and word came that Steve was up to something else. So hang up, and we'll be right back in just a second.
Yeah, North Pole taking over. Check Alex Skelly, we see you sitting on the shelf, eyes wide, no sleep, watching the action figures, the secrets we keep. Chet on the lookout, Alex got the list, he's in the cut. You don't wanna get dismissed for fantasy. We run this whole display, make sure no plastic soldier tries to run away. Toy Box Chronicles.
You see that, brother? I'm driving the Bandito. The Bandito.
You are driving the Bandito, man. This is
that's how we're driving too. Like I stole it.
Yeah, like you stole it. We gotta get into this, but first and foremost, we want to thank our Shadow Knows Network members, the Shadow Elite, the Syndicate, the Prospects. Everybody, welcome in. Thank you so much for being members. It's much appreciated. Your membership sponsored last week's giveaway, the figure flight something. What was it?
Figure flight. There
the figure flight. That's what it is. So again, thank you everyone. Moocher won that one somehow, and I think Commander Bly paid extra for Moocher to win. And hey, look, we love you guys hanging out. We encourage ourselves and everyone else involved in the syndicate, and we'll get into that. But to acknowledge everybody in the chat. So with that being said, Mr. Alexander Thunderstorm, let's hit up the chat real quick.
Let's go to the mailbag. Roll it. First of all, ways. The member of SKN that we can't get anything done at any convention without him, the fabulous Meeks. Thank you, sir. Thank you for popping in tonight.
What's up, Meeks?
Stu John Jedi. Yeah, I know he's gonna bring the heat tonight because I'm waiting for those comments because I definitely know that. Hello, all from Stu John. CS the director. Greetings, everyone. How are you doing tonight, brother? All right. Also, he wants to let us know that the 2025 had some great figures from all over. And Roscon was on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Roscon was on fire. Yeah,
That was
I think
crazy.
I got like maybe 15, 20 figures from Roscon just on its own, bro. Like,
just in the
wow,
last like 3 months, man.
it's been amazing, bro.
That's
We got Stuck in Carbonites.
Welcome,
Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas to you.
That's my boy. What up, Stuck? Thanks for coming.
And like I said again, I'm just making sure, right? That's probably the guys are talking to one another. And also Roscon, LOL.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And we also get anybody else that pops in, feel free to hit the chat up and let us know how you're feeling and how you're doing on Christmas Eve. And actually, if you have an actual present that you think that you want this year, put it in the chat, let us know. And then
you still got time for Santa to make it to your house, man.
Never know.
You have no clue.
Yeah,
time
big with the articulated puppet.
Yeah,
I just now noticed that.
Yeah.
It's just like I said, it was moving.
It's Salacious Crumb, He's just hanging out. He thought he'd join the stream, getting crazy, That's how we do it.
Absolutely works himself out. And he says, Stu John J says, I want that time bottle, bro. We all want it. We all want it.
Fucking Carbonite is awesome.
Yeah, he said if you don't believe, don't receive.
Don't receive.
It's true about that.
But we got a lot to hit up. So let's start getting into it.
We were rolling in. That's right. Look, this month, you guys know, and I got to tell you, it is the last, absolutely 100% last Christmas show. That's it. We burned through the year. We just got one more on Friday, and stay tuned because Friday is the annual banger, so we want to let you know. But tonight, though, guess what? We've given you all kind of things. We've told you the best places to go. We've shown on our socials. You've seen us killing things over at Ross. You've seen us actually making the deals and doing everything else we can at conventions. This month was on fire, so hopefully you guys learned a little something, and you got a little bit of holiday nostalgia from you guys over here at SKN. But we got one more. Now, you see us hit up the worst. We can't let the year end like that. We got to give you the best, right? Right, guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's the only way it works, man.
You would hope, man. You would hope and everything. So, good. Look, one thing about it, too, I will also say this. Since it was the 12 days of Toy Moss, the greatest Grail find this entire time was Triptychon. That was by Mr. Maddox. So, Mr. Maddox is at the top point. He's got that up right here, man. So good job to you, brother. And I see right here, JJ Home.
What's up, brother? How you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you.
What's going on, man? How you doing? All
What's
right,
up, dude?
So we're gonna roll it. let's get it in. We got the top 5, and that's all right. There's a couple of criteria and rules. Top 5 figures for 2025. Now it had to be one figure, even if it came into a gamers pack or whatever. You had to use it. If you took to 2.
By the way, I argued about that, by the way, but I lost. So yeah, I agree.
If you put 2 in, there's basically 2 choices. So, but the top 5, and one of the things that we asked from some of the members was to take photography of their own character.
Okay, here's the deal on that, right? I have photos of the figs I picked, but I did not get them to you in time.
Yes.
So that I could display them. I understand that there are some of them on Studio 112 FX Instagram, but I will say that I am the one that did not submit the photos.
We will be posting some of the other ones in.
Yes.
And actually, Carbonites. Lacey. Got the. If you're still looking for a present, head over to Carbonite and get yourself a great present, because good. I love their stuff over there. Merry Christmas, gents. Wanted to say hi before heading to bed. Have a great stream. Hey, you enjoy yourself. I know you're working hard on that stuff, man. Thank you so much, man. And he also says he loves the monkey lizard.
You rock, dude.
Thank
you.
All right, my man. Again, check out Carbonites, though, man. If you haven't actually checked those out, head over there and check them out. They're great products. And if you know anybody that's a fan of Star Wars, now look, you're planning this right now, you messed up. But it's always a good after Christmas gift to get them. So, So what were you saying, Mr. Maddox?
If it was in a 2-pack, you had to, or a multi-pack, like my case.
Yes.
You had to pick one from the pack.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted pictures, didn't happen from my end. And then I know we had like 1 or 2 other criteria. Was it could have been pre-ordered or had to be released?
Mostly this was released, but we would allow one if you wanted to. If there's a pre-order one and it hadn't came in, you just pre-ordered this year, we would allow it. Now, the one reason why we would allow it is because we would automatically take that off your list for 2026. So you're substituting. If you wanted something that was pre-ordered that would come next year, then you got yourself stuck and everything. Hey, no worries, Carbonite. Like I said, love the product, man. We're always going to shout out good things we love. We support independent toy makers. Mm-hmm. So, with that said, let's start off. Now, since Scully's not here, we don't have to, wait around for him. We're just going to run through this. But also, again, the photography. So we want to pay attention to this. Now, here's some of the ones that I got to tell you right here. And hold on, let me get the list, because actually Steve was knocking out things. He was a little busy today, which, all right, I give it to him. But he did send me the pre-list, so I'm looking for it right now. Hold on.
Already Scully is hitting with some bangers on these.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, he's got it going, man. He has definitely got it going. Let's see. All right, Steve, I almost got it. Don't worry. Yeah, Steve, thank you, bro. He's kind of getting me towards this. All right, so and then since all right, so he's got first one that we see on the screen right here is the SH Figure Arts, and it's from Hunter x Hunter. And Scully's going with some anime first, and that's actually his photography. That's no one else's. So, and I love the background. I love the whole aesthetics, how he's made this character look. Like, wow, bro, I feel the energy from this, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. It's a good one.
So now the next one on the list, and I may get this wrong and everything because I'm not the biggest.
Don't worry. Big Fury will correct you right away.
That's what I was expecting him to do. This is the Warhammer Lamites. Is that correct?
I think it's Lamont.
Lamont. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And that's actually not his actual photography.
Yeah.
And there you go. Right on cue. There he is.
What's up, Scully? Hey, you did a really good job on the photography for this Warhammer figure. It almost looks exactly like Joy Toy's photography.
Yeah, absolutely. So his next one flowing on the list. And now this is his work right here. Now the next one's supposed to be that is the Joy Toy Warhammer Dominion. And that's a hell of a shot, bro.
Yeah, Fig, what do you think of this one?
Oh, that's freaking awesome. So this is one of the figures where they added a jump pack, which is like way bigger than their standard packs, and just phenomenal. The photo is great because you have like a scene going on here. The dude's taking out 2 Tyranids coming right at him. There's one behind him. It gives you the feel of this guy's in some heavy shit, and he's taking them out, and the lighting is great, and it's an awesome figure. I don't have this one, but it's definitely on my radar. Great shot, great figure.
Absolutely. And we wanted the guys to take since they're all photographers and great photographers as it is, we wanted to shoot a shot because, again, most people, look, you can have Hasbro or anybody else put their shots up, but like nothing seems like, why this character was your top 5 due to the point that it was just great and everything. It says, yep, looking at these Warhammer figures or loving these Warhammer figures. Sorry. Yeah, looks great. Next one is from a 2-pack.
Yeah.
It is from the actual Gamerverse, and this is Captain America. And wow,
that's a legit figure too, man.
Bro, he makes me feel patriotic when I look at this right here, man.
Yeah,
facts.
Yeah, and again, the shots that he's doing and everything else like that, like wow, man, it just is like, again, the character stands out. Great job, Scully. Again, great job, and actually, see, be some. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas back to you, sir.
Merry Christmas,
so Scully's on fire with this. His photography is really tearing this up, bro. Wow, man. He's almost embarrassing. I took a shot and everything. I may have to pull this from the slide because, man, this is like this brother's on fire and everything.
I said I wish these toys would be brought to real life like the Toy Story. Yeah, exactly.
Big time.
Yeah. Only by Hasbro charges way too much.
Yeah.
Next for that, another gamer pack, and this one is the Psylocke is his pick. But this is his shot here. Boy, he's making that Thanos look pretty big too, though.
Was this his top one?
No, we didn't put him in any order for the top.
That's right. Okay, I just want to make sure we made that aware.
No, there's
no particular order.
Yeah, we just used some of the most dramatic shots as the last still on this one. So again, you've got Tommy. You've got Scully. He's got Gamerverse Captain America, SH Figure Arts, Killer from Hunter x Hunter, Joy Toys Warhammer Dominion, and Joy Toys Warhammer Lamites, and then the Gamerverse Psylocke. So those are 5 bangers in his photography. Wow, he made that look great. So next we roll to the man himself and the newest member of Toy Box Chronicles that comes on every week and busts himself. He took some banger shots, man. I was going over this. I was like,
yeah, these are great, man.
So run down your calls. This is on you, Fig.
All right. So first off, I know we're not numbering them, but my number 1 is the Hot Toys Darth Maul Phantom Menace. What you can see here, it literally looks like they shrunk the character from the movie and put him in that 1/6 scale. The articulation is phenomenal. I mean, just look at that picture. The likeness is like, it's right there. He comes with a buttload of accessories, the speeder bike, the hood, but I mean, just the raw figure itself, amazing. So the next up is the Joy Toy Warhammer 40K, the Primarch for the Alpha Legion, Alfarius, and the colors on this, that blue and green and gold, like the pictures just can't do it justice. That's how good it is in hand. But I tried my best here. Phenomenal figure. My number 2 for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said again, Stu John Jedi says that's a rad AF, and it is.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Well, yeah. All right, next on your list, my friend.
All right, so we got the Wolverine from the Wolverine Silver Samurai 2-pack. For me, this was the perfect yellow stripe Wolverine. The size issue, I know a lot of people have an issue with that, but as far as like the figure goes on his own, it can hit all the poses. It looks so freaking good. The claws out of the package are like perfect. There's no issues. Marvel Legends went hard on this, and I love this Wolverine. And just like that picture right there, I mean, you can see the accessories that come with it, what you can do with this figure. And I got a lot more ideas to come in the future for photography. And then next,
let me ask you, before you go on, how did you do the lighting effect that makes it look like it's
the shine? Yeah. That's a digital Photoshop. I just added a bright blare effect. So
it is fantastic, bro. That really pulls off the whole image for me. It looks like he's actually clawing up and just scratching off of that Silver Samurai suit. So fantastic shot, brother. The next one looks even better than that. Wow.
Oh, thank you. This is the G.I. Joe classified line. This is Footloose. This line is hard to pick one for the whole year. There were so many. But this figure, when I opened it, it just hit all the marks for your standard grunt G.I. Joe figure. I got him in so many poses and pictures. This one just hit the lighting on it. I love how the lighting came out, and just that kind of on patrol pose. That was it. It's very simple, but it says all you need to in that shot. So
absolutely. And welcome in. Good evening, Darth Moocher.
Hey, Moocher.
What's up?
Always at work.
In.
And Stu John Jedi says, when I see figures like this, it makes me wish I was into Marvel. All
Let's
right.
go.
Okay. Wow.
Buy some, dude.
Yeah. Next on the list. Go ahead, sir.
All right. This is the Black Series Japan Star Wars not Comic-Con, Star Wars Celebration exclusive Ronin figures from a very unique series called Star Wars Visions. And the figure is based off this episode that's all black and white. So the figure, they did black and white, and it came out so awesome. I've never seen a black and white figure come out like this that I've owned. And then you just have that hint of red on the lightsaber. Phenomenal figure. The first figure in the line to have a wired cape, and it goes hard. The posability on him, it hits some of the new levels of articulation that Black Series is doing, like ball joint wrist, for example. And even though there's no thigh cut, they really dug deep on his inner hip, so he can hit all those poses you need.
I will tell you, like I said, man, and that's again, this is a Fig Fury shot. This is not one from the Hasbro team, although I do think the Hasbro probably will be lifting that in the future because it looks like it should be on there. It's fantastic shot, bro. Wow, man. I feel all the energy. I love how you posed him. It's jumping off the page, man. Great shot, brother. Wow.
Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, these were all fun to take too. I mean, so yeah, I appreciate it.
No, it's right up there, man. That's how you're gonna pull a figure out of the box. That's how you're supposed to.
Yeah, these are good.
We jump on to Mr. Maddox. Mr. Maddox, you go ahead and start it.
Oh man. All right. Well, look, it took me a lot to do the shot. I wanted to recreate it exactly like they did on Hasbro Pulse.
Nice. Let's go.
This is the Hasbro Pulse shot. Gargantuos is probably one of the craziest, just off the wall figures for the year. And you can't see it from here, but everyone I think knows by now. If not, the eyelids open on that. The eyeball moves around. It comes with another little guy as well. He's just a fun figure. I'm glad I got him. He's part of the Gamerverse collection. He's off the wall. And then Mr. Storm, you and I have talked about this character. I don't know how many times we've compared him, but he's probably one of my favorite characters because I think if I'm remembering, I don't have it in front of me, but I think you could get this character to look almost 3 different ways. Yeah,
you can. Absolutely.
And it's one of the best like looking samurai figures I think that Joe has done. Waiting for that Shuma to go on sale. Yep. Welcome in, Wicked Fat. But yeah, so he was great. He's one of those ones where I think they undercharged, to be completely honest. What do you think on that?
Yeah. No. I was just talking to Moocher about this as well, along with you, where we were talking about how you can change him into 3 different looking characters. He came with this was probably the most accessorized Joe that I've ever seen him do in a classified line. You could put him as a full 100% ancient samurai kind of like character. You can break him down to extremely a modern character, or you can take the best elements. He came with a bunch of katanas, a bunch of like weapons, mask. This was and it was a deluxe figure, and I can tell you in every possible way, it was worth the money. When we start complaining about Hasbro and its accessories, it really took it up. And I know Valiverse had also released a samurai.
Yep.
And this one, Hasbro shows why they've been doing it this long, man. They did a really good job on this.
Well, and I think Budo, I think he just kind of nailed it. Like, you could literally buy 2 of these, open them up, and they would be completely different figures on your shelf at the same time. Yeah. And so I think that's crazy. Darth Moocher said weather was crazy here. Yeah, we are not prepared for rain. LOL. Well,
throw that in because everybody in Southern California is never prepared for the rain. Prepared for the rain. And he says, I hope there's some Transformers picks coming up. I got to tell you, see, you might be a tad bit disappointed tonight.
No, but there's my honorable mentions, and we'll get into that. But
yeah, we'll get into that one though. Don't worry, though. Hang around. We love you, bot fans too. From there, sir.
Dude,
hard choices were made.
This is where I had to start making my choices, and I think the pushback, you were like, no, the rules were had to be one figure, and I was like, I mean, is that the rules? We're kind of making them. Can I just pick whatever? Look, Nick Fury. This is my. Outside of Samuel Jackson, this is my go-to Nick Fury. This alone in the pack would have been fantastic. Like this by itself would have been great. But the Punisher again was awesome. And the Punisher, you could take that and you could just put the other Punisher from the hostage pack. You could put that head on that. And so that whole pack was fantastic. And I submitted the whole pack. But this Fury is one of my absolute favorites, and based on the figures, each figure did come with a lot of accessories. So, I think it's a fun figure. It's great for your collection. It kind of leans into the World War II Wolverine, that we've seen. I think at least color wise, but yeah, it's a really good figure. And then, I submitted Cold Slither, the entire band, because I love that band, but because I am forced to pick as someone who's been drumming since I was 5, and I don't know how old I am now. I don't remember, but I'm old. Buzzer, look, I'm gonna go with Buzzer because he's the drummer in the band. Yeah. But all around this Cold Slither pack, man, like for photography, Fig knows this, Scully knows this, anyone that does photography knows this. Like that pack came with a lot of accessories. Like I mean a lot. Like I could nitpick and be one of those like no bros where it's like, well, the drum set isn't right. It's technically not the right amount of drums, and but at the same time, like it's so good. It's such a great figure. So this is the one I picked out of Cold Slither, but that entire pack is awesome.
All right. So then we move on to one that was probably the top candidate to bow.
Yeah. Look, had this not come out,
Sujan.
had this not come out, I can honestly say that I think Trypticon probably would have been in this list, because once I got Trypticon and opened it up, I was like, yeah, this is like next level Transformer stuff. But this Red Hood, I mean, I haven't gotten it yet. Apparently it's supposed to be shipping sometime.
Yeah, they're shipping it late.
Yeah, but they're shipping late. But dude, this is my obsession with Red Hood. Funny enough, before this one existed, my favorite Red Hood made is the Todd McFarlane Brown Jacket Silver Gun Red Hood.
Oh, that's a good figure.
And that figure is very good. And a funny story, I had to boil and pop his legs to put him in a photo. And when I did that, the silver rubbed off on one of his legs. So don't boil and pop McFarlane figures. It's not worth it. People making 1/12 vehicles, just make your vehicles a little bit longer. Look, but at the same time, this is an amazing figure though. I've seen the photos, pictures, people talking about it. Mezco Red Hood. I love Red Hood. I think Red Hood is who Batman should be. So this is my top figure. So
all right, so we run with Marvel Legends Gargantos, G.I. Joe Classified Bandu, the Marvel Legends Nick Fury from the Gamerverse that was also had the Punisher, and a great Punisher as well. G.I. Joe Classified Cold Sliver, Steve, Cold Sliver Buzzer, and the Mezco Red Hood. So we're gonna look at that. We'll also hit up the chat right here. Sue John says, "Dude, it never rains in Southern California." That's what Tony tells me. Albert covered this.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Fortunately for CS Director, while the rest of the country is enjoying cold weather, it is cold here in Florida, just like a hot July in the summer. Wow. And he also wants to let you know that he has that Red Hood.
Hey, if you ever need to offload that CS, you let me know.
You know where to DM him at.
Nice.
So we roll with the next one and everything else like that. Now, again, here's the certain points. There's certain times where I look at it, I'm more like a toy photo cinematographer because I set up all the stuff for Studio 112 and Mr. Mac's eyes go from that. But I looked at this and I said there was a couple of shots and I was like, you know what? Just like that James Bond song, nobody did it better because this shot by the photographer over at Hasbro.
Oh.
I was like, I don't even want to try to reduplicate this. It's pretty damn good. So again, my favorite came out to same one as Mr. Mac. This character again just has so many accessories. It just looks great. You can pose them in so many things. It was one. The minute I saw it, I was like, oh no, this automatically comes in. It's in that nice window box too. So if you're in box collector, he looks great. This is one I will demand that guys take out the box. This character deserves to live and breathe on your shelf. Pose him in as many things. You see him slashing up a bat right there. Just wow, fantastic.
So cool.
Next one, well, you know me, man. It's like, hey, what's your yeah, go and pull out the lightsaber out of that bag. What lightsaber is the purple one?
That's right.
See, that samurai picture looks fire. Damn right. And of course, with the purple lightsaber comes, I will have to say, this surprised me when I saw it. I saw the photos. I'm like, let's see if it lives up to the photos when you get it. Oh no, this thing lives up. This looks like Samuel Jackson is sitting on my shelf. This one was the one I wanted, and he came in for me. It was a hostage pack because I didn't want Palpatine, but I knew a friend that did want it, so we were able to split the differences on this. So that always works too. So enjoy the Lord Sidious, Mr. Maddox.
I will. I do. He's great. Yeah, I like it.
But this shot right here is so fantastic. It just looks like, hey man, it's like I'm gonna take it off. Yep, the one that says BMF on the side.
Yep.
You right, Stu John? You're right. And it is bro. Yeah, yep, you're right. Look, he's my all-time favorite Jedi. The minute they introduced him. Funny thing about it, I heard though. From a rumor that actually George Lucas was gonna use Tupac Shakur, which damn straight would have been. And now I almost had to find a customizer to do that.
That'd be sick. That'd be awesome.
That would be rad.
So right there, and actually, Meeks says, yeah, these are awesome. Right? I know Meeks. His brothers, man. There's Mace Windu coming to your house too, bro. Scully said, fire choice. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Next on the list and everything else that look, when you can put a character in a pair of high heels and it can stand, and it's the classic version. When I think of Storm, I think of like what the Masters, Jim Lee, Art T-Bear. I think of Andy Kubert. I think of all those great artists behind it. This one, the cape is fantastic. This is the Target exclusive retro card back Storm, and it is fantastic. The artwork is fantastic on the box itself, but this character can pose in that pose and stand in high heels. I love this character. In fact, I got this character so you can stand right next to Waste Windu for the win. There you go. If that happened, Mace would have had the blue lightsaber he got from the first Phantom Menace release. Well, sometimes it doesn't always work like that, man. But anyways, when I saw this character, I knew I had to have it. It's standing right next to her husband. Actually, I think they're divorced now. But for the Black Panther himself, they had the classic Black Panther from the Marvel Knights look, and I have her and Storm on the shelf together, and I'm waiting for a throne to be built so they can both sit on the Panther throne together.
Hell yeah!
This is the Queen of Wakanda right here, and she's the queen on my shelf. So thank you, Storm, and thank you, people at Marvel Legends, make my favorite Storm of the year. And yep, that Storm is clean. You're damn right. Now look, again, Mr. Maddox was gone, so I had to use a little bit of my own skills on this one. So I took my own toy photography on this one.
Nice.
So I put it through, and I was like, you know what? The minute I saw this character, I knew there was one thing. I need a 112 Indian motorcycle with a sidecar on it for him. That's being worked on. And then from there, I was like, well, what would I put him in? And I started thinking, I got to put him on the battlefield. So by the one half of Studio 112, Mr. Storm, and without the assistance and the great eye of Mr. Maddox, this is my shot of World War II Wolverine from the Marvel Legends release. fantastic,
Nice.
everything else like that. And yep, the storm is awesome, great upgrades. Yep, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, yes. And he said, "Yep, I need some
Some
112
tanks.
tanks too." Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
So
Those are
that's
great.
my shot right there. So, Mr. Maddox, you know,
I'm,
again,
I'm proud.
You were sorely
Yeah.
missed, my friend, because I know you would have made the lighting a little bit better, but you know,
It looks solid, man. It looks really solid.
I had
like
to
it.
go in a little solo, bro. But you know, hopefully we represent the 112 brand pretty good. Now, look, there was no greater character all year long. The minute I saw this character in the first Star Wars Visions, I was like, oh no, he's to see the sequel come out this year and for Star Wars Celebration, and I will give Hasbro and the people at Amazon all their credit in the world. This character was premiered on that Saturday. Sunday morning, this thing was shipped to the house. I have never seen an actual expedite that quick on a product. But beyond this, and we've already put it in the packaging of the year, this is probably the greatest figure that I have purchased in the last 10 years, just for the box design work, just for the overall thought process into it, for the look of the character, the wired cape. There's so many innovations in this character that it's just a pride and joy. And this was one where, sadly, the reason why you don't see a great for well, first of all, I knew Fig was taking a shot, so I didn't want to come after him. That's like you know, some smoke coming on after Richard Pryor got on stage. No. Like, yeah, let's sit out the comedy club, bro. let the bastard do his work. But also, I just could not bear to take this character out of the package. I was like, nope, it will fair, because that scene that opens up is right there. There's it just leave perfection alone, man. So
this is a definitely a top figure for me of 2025 as well. I took it out of the package and posted it on top of the box. This is a I had no desire to buy the color version of it either.
Same.
Yeah, this is great.
The only reason I would take it so I could actually take it out the packaging, so it can sit in front. But I wouldn't want to, you know. But no, this character, no. This is gonna. I have it again. If you haven't seen it, it kind of looks similar to a New Year's Eve bento in Japan. It's got the fancy wrap. Wow, that looks amazing. Yeah, it's got the fancy wrapping on the actual paperwork on the front. Looks like a bento box. It is fantastic. They embodied everything that Star Wars Celebration was in Japan, and yet brought that to us. So, you know, they this is one of those things that it kills them. They have to keep this up. So when Star Wars Celebration rolls in to Los Angeles, well, you better give me something that better match this energy, because you know LA, you know, it's like we definitely need something else. So again, it started off with Bandu from Classified Star Wars series. Mace Windu, the New York Comic-Con exclusive 2-pack, came with Senator Palpatine as well. Then you've got the Marvel Legends World War II Wolverine. It's still available on over on Amazon and a couple other places. It's worth the pick up. You're gonna love that figure. And then you've got the Marvel Legends Retro Cardback Storm Target exclusive. That one's a little hard to get. That makes me want that Afro Samurai figure. Wouldn't it look dope right next to it, brother? Wouldn't that look dope right next to it? You're right, bro. Yeah, can't wait to see what Hasbro will bring next year for the Avengers Doomsday with Marvel Legends. Oh, I can just tell you this, brother. We will be broke.
Yeah, I know.
It's a Starfighter Ken. There you go. There you go. But no, that's wow, next year, boy. You think the figures is going crazy this year. Wait till it comes and everything. And B-Sum actually puts up, it says, yeah, that's crazy that Amazon had Ronin for $59.
Yep.
Yeah, it went down in price, but guess what though? This is one you want to put into people's collection. It just makes sense to get there. You definitely had it. So we rolled through some of the major characters, but now some of the other guys. Now we had some that hit the list that we couldn't put on. So, you know, since we normally had, you know, Vision Scully would have been on, and you know, it took a little time. We're gonna roll with, if you had to have an alternative, an alternate that was sitting around. We can start with Fig, and then we'll do like a little round circle things. But Fig, if you had to throw in, if you had like, you know, what would be the alternate of the five? Throw in a couple ones.
I got well right off the bat, this guy right here.
Oh wow.
Okay. The Jada Street Fighter line Vega.
Okay.
I mean, this thing's awesome. Has the wires on his belt so he can get dynamic posing.
Damn.
He comes with I don't have it in front of me. He has a claw that comes off and on, multiple hands. He has the mask. I can't remember if he comes with the alt mask or not, but just I mean, this thing gets like the posing you guys can see like right off the bat. You can get him in and then it's just the character. Vega was one of my favorites playing Street Fighter growing up, so they nailed it with him. And then probably another one would be for me is going to be another hot toy.
Okay,
that'd be the Darth Revan. That figure is killer. So
you got all the Darths rolling out this year. Wow,
yeah.
They did a great job on that. And CS chimes in with Vega actually looks cool in the upcoming movie. Wow, Jada did that awesome. Yes. You know what? Jada is a little bit, we've kind of thrown that under the radar. And I got to say that they had a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive pack that looks fantastic. Jada's creeping up, man. I like the box designs too. It looks like a mini arcade cabinet.
Yeah.
You know, it's all fun in it. And, you know, look, I know there's not a lot of Street Fighter characters, but yet there are. So, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's a great design. You got another alternate you would throw in after Vega, other than Hot Toys, Darth Revan.
Then I'd probably go to some more Warhammer.
Okay.
And that for me, I think it's a re-release though. I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna say him. He's his name's Sigismund. He's like the Emperor's champion from the I'm gonna get made fun of because I can't think of his faction right now. They become Black Templars, but they're originally the Iron Fist. So.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, there you go. That's Fig's alternates. Mr. Maddox, if you had to throw in some alternates, which ones would they have been?
Yeah, I mean, look, if I had to throw in ultimates, there's two right off the top. I gotta give Trypticon a spot. Okay. Trypticon was fantastic. It's great. It's great. It's better than the original one that they did. I think they did a very good upgrade on that. Another one that was kind of under the kind of like just came and left, and I think it's because it sold out so fast. Was the what was it? The Age of Primes Commander Combaticon Onslaught.
Oh, wow.
That I mean that's a great figure. Meeks gifting the Shadow Nose Network membership. Congrats. I cannot see who got that, so I'm sorry. I will check later. If you got it, let us know.
Let me see if I can see it right here. No, it doesn't show that for me either.
So. No, it's on YouTube. You have to be on the channel.
Yeah.
No. So I think that those. If I also, let's see. What else would I put in there? Mezco Hulk would also be one of my top.
So now you know that if you run into Mezco Hulk, right, you take the chance of removing him from next year. So
yeah, that's fine. No, I know which ones. I already have my 4 for next year because
all right.
But like, yeah, the Mezco Hulk, it's a fantastic figure.
CS throws up an interesting one before you go on, bro. It says, "What do you guys think of the RoboSun Transformers?"
I was just gonna tell you that my the one I was the most impressed with, and I think the RoboSun line is fantastic. I think it's definitely Soundwave looks killer, and Soundwave would be my top RoboSun. They nailed it with Soundwave. Soundwave is my all-time favorite Transformer. I think they did a fantastic job. B-Sum says,
"Thank you, B-Sum.
R2 Drew 2 got the membership. Thank you, sir.
Heck yeah.
R2 Drew 2.
Welcome to the channel, man.
Thank you.
Let's see what else is there that I'm trying to remember. I'm not. I don't know if it's. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to really think about what else I would put in there, man.
Okay.
It's not really well, no, because we want no figures, so that doesn't count. So
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got so far. So,
okay.
Very Transformer heavy though. I think Transformers was very like underrated And I think that Transformers really like had a really strong 2025.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll definitely give you that too. And also, yeah, the Megatron is bad as well. RoboSun is, look, it's a staple a little too high for me on that one because, the price is like killer, but like you're getting everything that you're paying for. This is not one where you can complain. I mean, you got something to transform and they're taking the voice actors themselves and putting it in. Like, you're not getting gypped out of that one, bro.
You know what? Actually, if I was to think about it, something that hit nostalgia for me this year was the nacelle announcements for Star Trek.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, they really stopped them.
Yeah, that's...
I'll throw in a couple of unconventional ones that I was really thinking about. And there was a character that I wanted in the classified line, and I couldn't wait till he got there. And B-Some said, yep, that N-Art Bale Batman should be on someone's list.
Dude, N-Art.
Can't deny that one, too, and everything else like that. And Stu John Jedi has a very interesting one on this. I think there's so many other people. My wife would kill me if I bought one of these. That's why you have your friend's house to ship it to, and make sure you use that credit card that doesn't come directly to your home.
Stu John, don't worry. We have a solution set up to bill you monthly for a utility bill, and we'll do the upfront purchase.
Yeah, she was like, "Why did these lights climb up to $300 this month?" Hey, babe, you need to turn off the lights when you leave the room. So it was like that, But the unconventional one for me was I wanted Wild Weasel in the G.I. Joe classified line, and they did it through the Rattler this year. So when I saw that Wild Weasel, the scar, the taking off his mask, and everything else like that, wow, man, it just was one of those that hit me in a way that was pretty good. One, he's not an actual character from G.I. Joe, but it's another classified one. But he was massive. The polar bear that came with Snake Eyes version 3.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Which you can see him right there on the shelf right there. He's got a little Coke bottle in front of him too.
That's awesome.
But that character is just one. He's a massive. He's heavy. He feels like a brick, basically.
Yeah, he does.
Stands up on his hind legs and everything else like that. Has different alternate heads and everything. That was taking creatures and animals to the next level, man. I got to give them the credit on that one. Fantastic job that they did. And from there, man, I think I've been kind of like blessed on everything else, man. I thought it was mostly Wild Weasel. I wanted to see him, and then they did, and then all of a sudden the polar bear. I wasn't suspecting that in the year. He's not a character, but you and I were talking about the snake armor all year, Mr. Maddox.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you guys what your like one obscure thing that was released, like vehicle or something like that. And snake armor is fantastic, man. That's a very good choice. I wouldn't put the Rattler in it because the Rattler was like previous Rattler's very, very hard to beat. But the snake armor coming out, man, that was really good. That was really good. So
see, as the director said, January 2026 is already cooking with Transformers, and my orders ship out soon from Amazon. Oh boy, you get after Christmas hit.
Actually, what I will tell you, and I know this is going to be a figure. Trippin' Toys, what's up? I know this is a figure for 2026, but an honorable mention is the Hellboy figures.
See, and again, I'm gonna pull them from it because I know that they're doing bangers. But I'll use this not as for 2026, but it's a pre-order this year, coming out next year. I can't wait to get them because they said they were not going to do them if a certain thing didn't go through. If you didn't buy the Engines of Vengeance, you were never going to get a Mephisto. They said he wasn't going to get him. And then they came out with Mephisto while we were in San Diego Comic-Con. They did Mephisto on that throne, and it was a completely redone, not the Engine of Vengeance. They actually went back, retooled, and brought it out. And again, we keep talking about this, and we see this hashtag all over the place. And if Commander Bly was in the chat, because I know he's probably sitting there doing a lot of customizations in his basement tonight for Christmas. But bring back the Rancor.
Dude.
If you promised, you said you were never going to do them, and then you brought Mephisto out, and you gave him a throne. Well, now there's no excuse why the Rancor can't get into our Star Wars Black Series collection. Why can that not happen, Nick?
I can't. Oh my, that brings back like PTSD, bro. Like that night, that thing got so close to funding. Anyways, for me, I was gonna lead into a couple things from the classified line. It's almost as cool as the snake armor was the hang glider.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that to me, like as a kid, it was just like one of the coolest toys.
Yeah. It was, man.
And just seeing the the classified version, just like the trouble bubble. Like I love those little.
Yep.
Those are probably some of my favorite vehicles. Are the smaller ones. They just bring more nostalgia for me. So that was like kind of one of those one-offs where I was like, wow, that's awesome. Didn't see them doing it. I thought maybe because of Trouble Bubble, but I didn't see them doing it like almost back to back with the snake armor. So I just thought that was awesome. And then my second one would be a Joy toy. They actually made tanks for the Blood Angels and Ultramarines that you can put like 4 or 5 Space Marines in.
Yeah.
And I really want to. I'm going to get one eventually. I haven't yet, but those were like, to me, I was like, no way, they're doing the tanks. Like Joy Toy isn't messing around, man. They don't. I don't think they care about. Well, if you look at some of their big stuff they've released this year, they don't care about scale. They're like, hey, we'll make it. So.
And we've got the Scully Engine of Vengeance. Yeah, well, like I said again, it's but the least they gave us Mephisto. And it says, I will never forgive them for that. A lot of people won't. They said that. And let's see, the cue that Sarah McLachlan music. Rickford needs your help. They are lonely and starving this Christmas. So all your dollars go through to 1-800-RANCOR Hasbro. So
feed the Rancor.
Yeah. But no. Look, again, it opens up the door. You can't give a definite. And in any type of way, say we're never going to do it, and if it doesn't get this through the HasLab, it's not going to get done. And then you turn around a couple of years later and then give us something. So now you've opened the door, just like Captain EO and Star Wars. You open up the door, Skeleton Crew. Open up the door. And so now we're doing it. I'm looking forward to the Acid Rain 112 vehicle. Cool. Tripping with Toys is my man because I am waiting for that my damn self too. Like I said. And you know what? When you get it, make sure you post it. Let us know, bro, because that's a badass vehicle. 121 with lights.
So good.
That's 121 sick. With lights. Acid Rain for the win. Wow, man. Like I said, dude, we've already looking at the stuff next year. And like CS Director said, we're going to get some. I got some feeling some Marvel Legend bangers with all the crazy variants that's going to be in Doomsday. Like, wow, I've heard there's rumors that Chris Evans is supposed to be Nomad, but also Captain America too. So, what are we looking at for that? Like, what do you guys think next year? Because again, we had some high notes. As much as we did the worst, we really had to dig in for a lot of the worst characters because there wasn't a lot of worst. But like, Fig, what do you think next year is going to bring within some of the main lines and then some of the obscure lines?
Oh man, so just like we'll go Hasbro first. So Black Series, I already know. Just my gut tells me, I'll put it that way. There's some bangers coming, like some aliens, because that line nails aliens. There's a couple of aliens I think coming this year that are just gonna make everybody go, "Wait, what? They did that?" So that I'll give you the 2 examples. There's Watto from Feminist, and then Dirge. If you're not familiar with Dirge, I just suggest looking up 2003 Clone Wars animation. This is like this insane, beastly bounty hunter that like fights Obi-Wan and he cuts off all his arms and they grow back, and he's just the epitome of badass. He has like a really cool design, and he has a speeder bike too. So I have a feeling that Black Series is going into that made to order, bigger. I think that's coming around the corner. So 2026 is going to be the year for that. And then for like Legends, honestly, I can't predict it. There's so many things. They've done so much.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah.
I just think literally the sky's the limit. I don't know if there'll be like such a shock value because we just got it with that war, the Punisher Hulkbuster. Like nobody to me saw that coming, and that's the start of 2026. So
it is. That was the thing that's still blowing our minds a couple of weeks now, removed from that live stream that Marvel Legends did, and you're like, oh my goodness, if that's, then nothing's off the table. Like, wow, what else is left? I will tell you, I've been kind of I've been a little excited with Marvel Legends on just more of the comic book accurate. We've seen a lot of Jim Lee stuff being done, and we're starting to see some. I know that they tried to do that with Todd McFarlane and the Maximum Spider-Man, and it didn't really work. But I think they really recovered for Maximum Deadpool. So
Yep.
I'm looking forward to some of the comic stuff.
All I'm saying is, look, you're giving us a Punisher Hulkbuster.
Mm-hmm.
I just need a Punisher Thanos. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
That way it can go. It can go with my Ghost Rider.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. There's a comic about it. Come on. Ghost Rider steals him as a baby. He becomes. It's like that's the perfect figure. So
yeah. Now you did see that some of the Marvel Legends was teasing a little bit more of the Hulk class thing. Are we going to get an updated Doc Samson?
Yep.
I would think
yeah,
so.
I think we're gonna explore. I think we're gonna go. I'm hoping that they go kind of far back in Hulk. The Abomination was amazing.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That figure is great. I really want to see where they dig into, because the Hulk they released, Maximum Series Hulk, I get it. It's probably good. But honestly, like, now that Diamond Select is gone, it's like, who is going to take the place at that scale of Immortal Hulk, right? Like,
yeah, true.
And that Diamond Select figure, that's one of the best Hulks. The accessories were just enough. So having this whole run of like Hulk, really, I'm optimistic with it, because that Abomination is a very good figure. That's the first one. So, and they did Maestro, I think, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see. Hopefully we get it. Hopefully we go deep into the Hulk universe.
Well, I know you're definitely going to need more shelf space, because they're making the Hulks the size of Odin and beyond. So they're very huge. And just putting several of those characters on the shelf is taking up an entire shelf yourself.
I'm all about it.
And again, we were talking about the nacelle stuff, and nacelles. I know their first wave of Star Trek was delayed. They were saying, but that's got nothing to do with customs and things in the world. It's not because the figures haven't been done. It's just they're sitting in port, and a holiday season is just always crazy. Yeah. But nacelles really kind of bringing it up. And I'm looking at one bit of news that we already know a company's future, and we'll just roll this down and get you guys' thoughts about this. There was a massive update that was put out between Paramount and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original, the toy designers of them, which would have been Playmates. And the future is not looking bright, with Playmates not having a license and Paramount going in a different direction. And if you looked at the amount of money that Playmates was dictating to that, wow, that's looking also. I'll hit win a couple more before we get in right in this. Looking on Amazon, and why is the new Lizard being sculpted at $129? Wow, that is not surprising, CS Director. The Grinch has already started a little early, taking money from Whoville. It's like, and then we roll in the selection that the wave of Star Trek characters was odd. Yeah, this is because Brian over at Nacelle is a huge and massive Star Trek fan, so he's pulling characters from the lore that had previously not been made, whether they're obscure or not. It's very interesting. And CS Director has something to say on that.
I was going to comment about what CS just said.
Yep, I figured that's why I put it right up for you, brother. So
yeah,
your thoughts on it, man? Go ahead.
This is the thing, is like the first run of McFarlane Turtles already hit in their trash, and so I have a feeling that it's going to go to McFarlane. I really do.
I have a terrible feeling on that. Well, too, Chet, and that has me. And again, we've seen the stuff that he's been doing, and has me worried, man.
They're not going to make it go to Mattel. I mean, Mattel already dropped the ball with Batman.
Yeah.
So it's like Mattel's like, yeah, we got it. Screw you, McFarlane. Also, could you continue to make them for an additional year while we figure our shit out?
That's so crazy.
And I think that McFarlane has an opportunity.
He does.
to do the TMNT the right way. It cannot stay with best action. Loyal subjects can't make a Ninja Turtle figure to save their life. The license has been going well with NECA, but NECA just prices everybody out. And NECA is the king of hostage packs because they release a figure that's cool, but then they box it with shit that you probably already had anyways. And so I think, it's really, really crazy to think about that because Playmates set the bar for the style of turtle. So in order to be able to get that feeling that Playmates gives when you buy it, I'm a massive TMNT collector. I love TMNT. And the problem is that like I can go right now and buy CS says, yeah, I agree. Those turtles are small, expensive, and not worth it. McFarlane is trying to be like Disney buying up all licenses. Yeah, well, he's got to figure out ways to make money. Look, there's something you get when you buy a Playmates Ninja Turtle and you open it up. It's like, oh, cool. It kicks in the nostalgia, right? Yeah. Now, NECA's really good, but you got to pick your poison with NECA, right? They do like 35 different lines for a line. So every line has 30 something sublines. And so, like for NECA, the thing I appreciate for NECA is that they did do Ronin, right? But then on the Ronin side, Playmates released a Ronin figure, and I was like, "Oh, this is way cooler." Triple Toy says it would be cool to see Haya do TMNT.
I would buy Haya.
Haya would
buy Haya.
Haya would be cool. I like the size of Joy Toy TMNT. I think that's really great. So I think. Stu John said, I was honestly just talking with my wife. The Christmas she bought the wrong quote unquote TMNT for our daughter, and we replaced them. Yeah.
So it
matters.
And there goes R2. Drew 2.
Congrats on that. Congrats on that. Hope you enjoy it. More coming to the channel. For our members, we want to say thank you to the Shadow Nose Network members, the Shadow Elite, the Syndicate, the Prospects. It doesn't matter where you're at on this list. We appreciate everything. And as you saw last week, your memberships go to sponsor things like the Figure Flight Packs, where we send out 5 figures from whatever brand we can figure out that we think you should collect. And so hopefully you enjoy that. We appreciate you. Thank you. And then Meeks, thank you for gifting the gift of love.
Hey man, getting a gift on Christmas Eve, is that not appropriate, man?
I was gonna say shout out to R2 Drew 2. He's been following me on IG forever. Great dude. So I'm glad he got the membership.
Meeks is not done. He's just in that giving Christmas.
Here we go.
Meeks gifted another channel membership. Everything. Hold on.
Yeah. If we can get someone in the chat to let us know who got that. Again, I'm mobile, so I can't see a lot of the stuff. The film version of Turtles, the animated version, yeah. Look, I will tell you that my favorite sculpt of TMNT was the San Diego Comic-Con. CS says fun show as usual. The time went by so fast. Man. Well, we enjoy it here. It's fun to be here, man. It's we thoroughly enjoy what we talk about. So, but what I was saying is my favorite figure turtle movie figures is the San Diego Comic-Con NECA release from back in the day that looked like the VHS tape. That still hands down is congrats to Passion 45. I'm assuming that is for the gifted membership as well. Yep. So
thank you, CS Director.
Let us know. But yeah, man, look, TMT, I hope McFarlane doesn't get it. I feel McFarlane's going to get it. If McFarlane does it, I hope he does it at a bigger scale. At minimum, the 5.5 like Playmates.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
That's my rant.
We'll see. There's a couple of things. Again, I think some of these companies got into it and they didn't understand what was going on. And, first we've got to give accolades where accolades is given. Vic Fury is one of the top photographers out there. Such great work. Appreciate you, brother. Oh, R2, Drew 2, fantastic, brother.
Thanks, R2.
He killed it on that Darth Maul shot. I will tell you that, man. He killed it on that Darth Maul shot. I sat there.
Fig, how many horns does Darth Maul have?
How many horns does a frog horn? No, I'm just joking. Off the top of my head, I think it's what 9.
I
Anybody wanna
believe.
test that? Big
Moocher.
fan, big fan.
Moocher.
10
Mooch, I knew Mooch was
Ah,
gonna do this.
yes.
I knew he's waiting for it. It was 10. How I know it was 10 because Rhino Hobbies, myself, we were sitting at the actual, and also Mr. Maddox, we were sitting at the Star Wars Day celebration that was hosted by Sarlacc, and like we were tearing up the questions, bro. And that was the one that everybody looked at. One that even Rhino looked at us like, "What? How many?"
I thought
to myself,
it was
like, "Damn
9.
it." I thought
That's
it was
what I-
9 too.
My head.
10 will
I thought-
always be locked in my memory now for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is like, oh no.
I love it. Moocher's like just right there. Boom, 10.
I
Moocher,
love that. I knew that was
you know
going to get him.
Moocher
Yeah.
is sitting there going like, I know they're gonna say it. I know they're
Yeah,
gonna
I
say
know.
it.
He was waiting
And
for
he put
that.
in 10 in his keyboard. He's been waiting the whole show to hit return. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, there's a couple of things in the show, and again, it's Christmas Eve. Hey, man, you guys are putting out milk and cookies for Santa, wrapping presents, or doing whatever. We thank you guys for tuning in. That's what we're here for, to give you a little something entertaining in the back while you're doing a little something. Maybe you got a family member you're not trying to listen to, so you turn the TV up a little louder.
As everyone does.
It probably helps, but guess what though? Hey, we're not the only things in town to have some good times tonight. If you guys tuned in at 12 noon today, oh, there was some wacky zaniness that happened and everything. And I will say, the first annual Sarlacc Digest Holiday Special. Oh my goodness, there was so much Chewbacca and Wookiee love on that.
Wookiee hair in places that it shouldn't be.
Exactly. Also, some holiday wishes from the guys over at Sarlacc. I think maybe something by maybe Blitz Transmission Mission once. We did our part over here. It's on both channels, so make sure you can watch it either or. But you want to tune in; it's kind of fun. And the Mooch has already said this next year; it's going to be even bigger. So we're testing the waters out on that first one. Fig, you have a chance to watch the holiday special, sir?
I haven't yet, but guess what I'm doing right after this? Like anybody who hasn't watched it yet, go watch it right after this show.
Absolutely. And then from there, and things like that. What did you think about it, Mr. Max? Have you had a chance to watch that holiday special?
Man, I did. It's awesome, man. I think it's good, man. I think Steve is at it again, and Mooch wants to give a shout out to SKN for bringing this to life. Hey, wouldn't be brought to life if you didn't provide the platform, sir.
Let me tell you something. This is how absolutely graciously possible, possibly late 70s. But I know he's giving attention to us, but man, come on, a lot of stuff brainchild back there. The Sarlacc guys, they're not on tonight because they need to take a break from collective fandom. They need to recalibrate for next year because there's a lot of things happening. One, on Mondays, if you've been watching the Toy Chest, it was every other week. Well, guess what? January, it's going every week now. Not every other week. It's going every week. So that means 52 weeks of the year. You're not gonna get at least 52 episodes. If God forbid, we can all make that to the point, but you get it every week and everything. That's what's actually doing. And plus, they do their Wednesday night shows. Normally comes right after us, the best damn Star Wars podcast on all the airways. Yes, we said it. You can write us and quote us on the airways. The Sarlacc Digest podcast. Scott Solo, Grand Admiral France, like I said, the ever lovely, every possible Darth Moocher. And Don't Fallen Fett's gonna do it, and Joey, like I said. And if you haven't watched another holiday special, well, there's a Blitzcast that was actually done. Make sure you tune in to that. Tommy and a bunch of other guys are sitting there and they're running. That was a live stream the other night, but they're always entertaining. So the reason why I'm saying this, why is that important? Why is it that SKN and then Sarlacc and then Blitz Transmission, why is that so important? Because you know why? Because of the fact is that something hit early on the week, Monday at 9 a.m. through all socials and on the internet, on YouTube and all over the place. You guys, something happened. A network was formed. And I'll let Mr. Maddox take this one away.
That's right, everyone. You are seeing it on your screen. The Syndicate is a group of collectors, collaborators, creatives, everything you can think of. We had our own Discord. It is migrating over. I know Sarlacc made some announcements on their show. Blitz has talked about it a little bit, but this is a area and a Discord that is created for everyone to use, everyone to create, and everyone to be a part of. And it is only getting better. We are constantly adding everything we can to make it your version of Discord. One Discord to rule them all is correct. This Discord is in its infancy. It's getting there. There's a section where you can make suggestions, file claims, whatever you need to do. A new Discord that belongs to more than one channel. Yes, this is multiple channels being involved in it. If you like Star Wars and that's all you want, guess what? You'll soon be able to say all I care about is Star Wars, and this Discord will only show you Star Wars, but it's got people from every walk of life, every collection, every style of collection, whatever you love to do, toy hunts, Ross, Target, Ollie's, whatever it is, it's going to be in this Discord. Also, specifically speaking with SKN, a lot of our live events that we're going to be announcing for 2026 will be run through the Discord, and you see him in the chat. He gifts it all the time. This Discord is head up by Meeks. He runs the Discord. He is in there. Fig Fury is one of our master moderators. And if you have experience in Discord moderating, we are looking for the support. We want to grow this, make this a community. If you're part of this, you'll have access on Holy Grail Toys to very specific merchandise you can only get from being involved in the Discord. The Syndicate is a conglomerate, a collective of YouTube channels, creators, photographers, videographers, anything you could think of, all in one Discord. You don't have to leave it. You can stay there. You can make it your own. You can like and follow things you want, you don't want. I get to run the Star Trek. That was the agreement. Darth Moocher is going to be running the Star Trek Discord, and I'm going to make sure he has a role that specifically says, I love Star Trek.
Yeah, no, you get that. Well, Stu John, yes, Star Trek 2, yes, sir. That's right, and everything. You will be able to boldly go on the Syndicate Discord.
The server is in its infancy, but like I said, if you join it and you only care about one thing specifically, but you still want to be involved in a group of people that don't believe in toxicity, that get rid of toxicity as soon as it shows up, anything like that, we can make it happen. Doctor Who, Babylon 5, Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh my, that's right. There is a section that we're working
on. And Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica is coming in there. Stargate's coming in there.
Yeah, Space 1999. We're just throwing it all in.
Look, as a collective right now, the people and the members and the channels involved is 18,000 strong. So we want to get this server up. We want to get going. We got a lot of great stuff that we can't announce yet, but we promise you there are amazing things coming in 2026 regarding this, what we're doing with this, what it's going to look like for conventions, for YouTube, live streams 24/7, things like that. I mean, there's a plethora of things to be involved in. So make sure you scan that code, join in, and start getting some insider looks on the Syndicate. So,
and when you're talking about the Syndicate, the hierarchy goes from it's a Sarlacc Digest podcast, the Shadow Knows Network, Blitz Transmissions, and a couple other guys down there. We're looking at the hybrid toy reviews on Stone Mandalorian. We've got the 1313 podcast. Jackson, the guys over there do a great show, and they're remodeling and doing some things for 2026. It's going to ramp that up. So we got some great guys behind it. And again, it's interesting, and you will see that on the YouTube channels. There will be in the beginning of the shows, you will know it's a syndicated show because it will say the Syndicate. Yep. And it's you're watching a Syndicate program. So that's how you'll know. And then the Discord, again, everyone's welcomed. We want everybody to have a great time in the Discord. But like I said, again, there's pesky Cylons. Even those pesky Cylons can be in the Discord.
And I will say this, too. It's important to understand that we are working with convention promoters to be part of Syndicate as well. This is not just YouTube only. We're talking like, if you like things like Joe Lana, Toy Lana, Joe Fest, like anything like SoCal Joe Show, all that stuff, stay tuned. This is getting big, and it's going to be something that's going to be fantastic, toxic free, collector driven. It's going to be awesome. So
Absolutely. And actually, Stu John, I agree with you. So, gentlemen, like I said again, it's getting late on the East Coast. We got some East Coast guys out there, and it's
Yeah,
almost
we got
time
to
for
get
Santa to
everyone
come through. They got to get tucked in the beds and everything else like
get
that.
those cookies.
So here's
That's
the
right.
thing: it's the three of us tonight, but again, before Christmas. Fig, let's start off with you tonight, and just give your Christmas message out to everyone, and then we'll go to Mr. Maddox and myself.
My Christmas message is just stay humble, enjoy this hobby. Don't take don't take days for granted, and just keep being awesome. Everybody in chat, everybody that watches us, we're extremely grateful for you guys, and everybody have a Merry Christmas.
It's
Mr.
awesome, man. Thank
Maddox.
you. Yes, sir. Look, I want to thank everybody again, our channel members, everyone. I really appreciate it. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about something that I love, to spend my knowledge and my know-how to come in and talk and give someone something to just take a break from life on. I really appreciate it. I want to thank everybody in the immediate family of SKN, Rad, and Dr. Brindley and Alex for all working your asses off and being able to handle my craziness with my brain. Sarlacc Digest, those guys are brothers to us. I appreciate them. Everyone, Tommy, Commander Bly, like everybody involved. Our team has grown with Fig and Skelly, and we're just continuing to grow. And I really appreciate what's going on. The people over at Odd Frog, Kelly and Eddie and David Vonner and everybody that we're in. 2026 is going to be great, and 2026 would not have been great had it not been for everybody involved in this channel. That's for members, that's for the lurkers, that's for everybody commenting, the replay crew. We appreciate you. You make us want to do what we want to do, and so without that, I wouldn't have an outlet to do it. So very much appreciated. And remember, you only promise the day you're in, so make the most out of it, and don't worry about tomorrow.
Absolutely, man. That's great. Look, same sentiment here. Look, I like to thank the guys that actually make us look good. And, look, from Steve and all the crew in the back, man, thank them for all the hard work, all the great things for the promos and the openings and everything. That couldn't be done with just us. I like to thank, new members of like Fick Fury and especially Scully. You two guys, man, to come on and take time away from your family. These men both have wives and everything, and they're gracious enough to let them. We thank the wives for letting them be on the show because, again, we're taking time away from their family. Thank Rad too, because Rad's actually always running around and he's doing all the things he can, and I thank him for that. Thank you for the stream tonight. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Merry Christmas. Well, thank you, sir. This is when Chet says he has a crazy brain. That's when the latitude is unstoppable. Yeah, Triple Toy says, Merry Christmas, everyone, and God bless. Also, like I said again, I think our partnerships with the Sarlacc Digest Pocket, Scott Solo, Dark Moocher, all the guys over there. Thank you. It's always nice to be on your shows on Monday on the Toy Chest. Looking forward to next year. My brother, Tommy, Blitz Transmissions, just absolutely always just amazing to have. He's such a wonderful individual. He's always working. No one's going to outwork that guy. He's going to outwork you. Thank you, Tommy. Commander Bly, who's always making the stuff. I'm still waiting for my gunship hat, sir. Still waiting for it in the mail. And also next month, the Hot Toys flight is sponsored by Commander Bly. Thank you so much, sir. great
I'm excited for that, Bly. Thank you,
yeah,
Bly.
I'm excited too. I'm putting my name in that one. Yeah, thank you, Bly. To everyone out there, remember, it's not about the gifts. One thing that I will say is that, look, we're going through an economic hardship here in our country. There are people out here that are not having Christmas. If you dropped off anything at Toys or Tots, and I know a lot of people have, if there's a lot of actual food donations and everything else. Oh, and I got to say this, my man, and he knows because
Mr. Chad.
He is a man that loves the Lord's
Love
scale, and I love him too. It's Chad. Hey, man, Merry Christmas. You would have got my text later, my friend, but since you're here now,
Merry Christmas, man.
Merry
Love
Christmas
you,
to you, brother.
Good
hey, and also head over to It's Chad's channel because he's doing some video things now. Head over there because my man, he is one of the best in the business.
By. Seriously, man, appreciate you stopping by.
Great human being, man. Had the pleasure of spending San Diego Comic-Con with him, looking for more. He's a really good friend and blessed to have him as too. And that's what this is. That's what we do, man. So hey, make sure that, like I said, you're donating, and making sure that you're thinking for the people that are a little bit less than fortunate than ourselves, because we get wrapped up in the things that we're doing, and there's other people out there that are really struggling, and if we can help them, let's do the opportunity to help them and look after them, because it's going to be rough. And hey, see you guys in San Diego again. Yes, sir, you definitely will. And this time, drinks are on us, my friend. And it says, thank you all, Patty. Believe me, like I said, we appreciate that. Thank you for everybody that watches the shows. We can't do this without you. Wednesday nights are always enjoyable. Friday night, got to let you know, Friday night is hitting it to the 2025 Graveyard Awards. That's right, but we've expanded it this year. It's not just box office Graveyard. No. It's Graveyard Awards. It's got some figures. It's got some comics. It's got some films. It is going to be extravagant. 7 p.m. Friday night, 10 p.m. on the East Coast. We're going to go through some stuff this Friday night, my friend.
It is going to run long. And here's the thing. As Alex has said before, which he said on Monday night's show, I have literally tried to send out the awards to the winners of the show the last time, and I've never gotten a response back. But you don't necessarily want a Graveyard Award. So I have a feeling someone might take a clean sweep. So
I love it. It's Chad said it. That's gonna be a great show. Yeah. Hopefully, and everything. And again, like I say, man, thank you to our friends out there. Thanks to everybody else that's given us time, that's been out here. All the lovely guys. I would be remiss not to say thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Kelly, Odd Frog. Love you guys. David Vonner. Every now and then they say never meet your heroes in real life and everything, because you get disappointed. Sometimes they exceed your expectations, and that's what the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. David Vonner, Brett Barton, a bunch of our guys out there that are just doing the work in it. Our guys, Eben over the SoCal Joe Show, everybody that's doing something out there that's trying to change how things are viewed and bring people's joys out there. Thank you for doing that. It's been a blessed year. Looking forward to 2026, and I'm gonna let Mr. Maddox, because he does it so much better than any damn person on YouTube or any other place in the world. Close us out, sir, for 2025.
It has been one hell of a ride, and we are happy that you have been there with us through the thick and the thin, through the pauses and the gains, and we appreciate you. And as always, it will continue into 2026. We appreciate you. We care about you. We love seeing you in the chat. We love having great discourse and not agreeing. R2 Drew 2 says, what a great Christmas present. Thanks Vic Fury for bringing me in. I've been a lurker and now I'm a member. Hey, lurkers are welcome. You need something to listen to in the background. Look, it's been said before, you can find this over on Holy Grail Toys, but I will always say this, and that is to keep chasing that plastic dragon and keep it away from your spouse, because it doesn't ever end well. And hey, we'll see you all in 2026 for Toy Box Chronicles, a whole new season, all new intros, new members, giant guests line up to start hitting the new year already. It's been fantastic. It's been fun. Support those indie toy makers. And until 2026, this is Chet for Alexander, Thunderous Storm, famous, fabulous Fig Fury, and Sexy Skelly. See you all in 2026.